Okay, it's another issue of The Tip of the Iceberg, Dream podcast. And my guest today is Peirson Ross. We're in Toronto's favorite park of the public, Bellwoods Park, between Dundas and Queen, Goreville, and
Crawford.
Very good. Hi, Peirson. Thanks for coming out. And we're out here in the park today. Nice, beautiful September day. And Peirson is an amazing musician. I've seen him perform a lot. He performs in many different styles. He writes music and he gets around all over North America and Europe. And recently he's got a band called Dopamine, which is a throwback to the 70s and a lot of great psychedelia and a bit of Led Zeppelin and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I just wanted to ask you, I remember we were chatting recently about dreams, and you said, I had the most absurd or bizarre lucid dream. And I'd love to hear about that, because this issue's on Lucid Dreams we're doing today.
Yeah, I don't really know if it was the music that influenced this or just
The drugs?
the place.
No.
Yeah, but in my New York apartment around this time of year, October 2012, I fell asleep early on Oliver Street across from the Mariners Baptist Church, which isn't the biggest congregation, but the oldest one. And they had beautiful gospel singers singing Amazing Grace that night, which was the same song that was played at my grandfather's funeral.
Beautiful.
And as I nodded off, maybe I subconsciously took that song into my dream. But this dream, I suddenly was back at K-Wing at Sunnybrook Hospital, where my grandfather used to live with all the war vets. My father and I would go and we would play Amazing Grace on piano for all the seniors that lived in the building. And this dream was quite similar to one of those visits, only we were outside in the courtyard. And I saw my grandfather walk into the courtyard, and I was just in disbelief. He'd passed away a number of years earlier. And I said, Gramps, you're in my dream. To which he replied, no, you're in my dream. And as soon as he said it,
Wow.
my Nana comes out of the building, and she's like, you're in my dream. And I start to levitate with each new person that comes out of the building and says, you're in my dream, higher and higher above them. And before I knew it, it was just this flurry of seniors yelling at me, you're in my dream. No, you're in my dream. And I become overwhelmed and I wake up.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
That's it. Yeah.
Wow.
But there was some sense of closure, I think.
Yeah. And you had the experience where you're in the dream and you go, okay, this is super real, but I know I'm dreaming.
I knew I was dreaming.
I know,
yeah.
And I recognize this. I recognize the place, your grandfather's home or whatever. Yeah, it's incredible, eh?
Yeah, there was a sense of closure in a way that I hadn't had. That in a way I feel as though that dream served me well, in that I felt like maybe we are in everyone else's dream at one point or another. And that thought just sent me into a flurry of writing and all sorts of interesting poetic resolution in my life. You know, it gave me a sense of the fact that they're in a good place. You know, they're in dreams.
Beautiful. The thing about lucid dreams, I find, is you kind of wonder. You've sort of answered it just now, but you kind of wonder, well, what are they for? I know one thing I get from them, the ones I've had, is just this total freedom, and you wonder. I always wonder where I am. Like I try to find out, and sometimes I've had these experiences where I was with these people and I knew I was awake in the dream, and they said, "Do you want to get something to eat?" And I'm thinking, I'm not really hungry, but I don't want to be rude. And I said, "Yeah, sure." So someone gives me a hamburger and I put it to my mouth and I'm bang awake. this is so weird. Like, I don't know, they aren't supposed to eat on that planet or plane wherever this dream state world. Yeah, it was just so strange.
It's nice.
Why do you think we get lucid dreams?
I like to believe that they're messages when you can find meaning in them. And I think we're wired in our most of our family to find hope or some element of joy, and if it's a message you want to hang on to, then I like to read into them, and I like to think that there is this divine messenger that's trying to marionette these spirits into your dreamscape to either give you a warning,
Yeah, that's a big one.
or to guide you in a certain direction. If it's just random absurdity and it's terrifying, I tend to try to disregard those. Just unless it seems relevant and there's something that I have to deal with. But most of the time,
Or you wake up at...
it's not lucid. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Most of them are.
I've never had a dream that I really remembered until that lucid dream. So
Wow.
that was meaningful to me because I don't think I'm all that aware that I'm dreaming most of the time.
Yeah, it's true. Most of us don't have that ability. We're just there, and we actually meet our deceased loved ones, and it's just like we're at their house with them, and it's nothing new. And then yet, sometimes you'll meet someone. I had a dream the other day. I met a deceased friend who just passed on, and I'm with these two other women who were at her memorial, and we were, talking and that, and we're at a party, and I'm with the two girls, and we look at each other, and we go, "Oh my God, Zan's here. She's here," and I go up to her, and in that moment I feel lucid. I'm in the dream meeting Zan, who's deceased, but we're visiting her, or she's visiting us in the dream, or my dream, of course. It's my experience. But these two other girls were just as fascinated that she was there. So we were all kind of like buzzing, and I go up to her, I said, "Oh, Zan, so great to see you." And I shake her hand and I kiss her. And she looks at me like, "What the hell are you doing?" It wasn't like I couldn't greet her and kiss her, but it was just, she's also of, I got a bit of amusement out of it because it's kind of like she's of Caribbean descent, and there's a bit of like superstition, and what I got was
The kiss of death.
You don't kiss a dead person.
Yeah.
That's a kiss of death, dog.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm still alive, and it's all good. But I think, and my friend Leah said, no, I think it's about them telling you everything's all right, and they're having a good time.
That's a nice outlook.
Yeah, your dream is so sweet in that it reminds me of that quote. I'm not sure the author. I think it was an Asian master of that. Am I dreaming I am a butterfly, or am I a butterfly dreaming I am me? Heard that one? Yeah.
Love it.
I might have
Yeah.
I might got it wrong, but I think we've all heard that.
The fact that we use so little of our brain is an encouraging scientific fact to have more faith in the fact that we could be butterflies.
Yeah.
We all could be
Yeah.
ultra-terrestrials of, other, ultra beings and be completely unaware of it. We make a lot of errors as humans.
Yeah, and that they perceived you in their dream, which was, and in every sense, you could just say, this is a dream. You can look at every experience in your life, which is kind of neat. It gets you above the drama, the turmoil, the stress, and look at it just another experience. I'll get through this. But that statement is you're in my dream. It's very, very trippy.
It's magical, and
You got to write a song for Dopamine about that.
Yeah, Dopamine Dream. That would be a great
Dopamine
band.
Dream. That's
Yeah.
the name of it.
Yeah.
Excuse me, the band.
Yeah, it would be great to write a piece, because we don't know. Just like a lot of religious beliefs, we don't know whose dream we're in.
Yeah.
You know, we can't presume to think that this is our dream, even our own. You know,
Yeah.
this whole idea of possessing this other realm seems absurd. I like the Asian mystics above and beyond some of the Western religions because they focus more on a transformative state, you know, where we're in a different world.
Yeah.
And that's in the spiritual practice of Buddhism, for instance, it's a very interesting study, and
Yeah.
they spend their entire lives trying to get into this transcendental state. And if you allow yourself to really focus on these other areas, these other realms, sleep deprivation, these
Yeah.
other states of dream or intoxication, or even just emotional, embracing your feelings in the moment, I think you come closer to maybe not fully understanding, but living the dream.
Yeah. Beautiful. That's lovely. Yeah, the whole concept of dream within a dream within a dream kind of thing, but gets a bit muddy after a while. But yeah, it's fascinating. I find the what did you find from that statement? You're in my dream. What did you get from that? Mainly?
Well, it made me think that maybe I am entering into other people's dream.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's I get it.
And also it reaffirmed my belief that there's multi-spirits in the ultrasphere, I like to call it, that are potentially involved in the outcome of what we deem our real lives.
Mm-hmm. I
Can
like.
have an impact on
Yeah.
what's happening.
I love what you said about multi spirits. They say that we function on many levels, and like you say, we are in different people's dreams. And people will come up to you and say, "You were in my dream last night, and you were doing this thing. It was really beautiful," and that is a sign that we don't remember, but we're being of service to someone else within their experience, and our many different bodies are actually always working at the same time. Not that we're aware
Yeah.
of it, but
Yeah, that's true.
It's a possibility.
Do you have science friends who tell you that you're just projecting?
Yeah, they think I'm projecting my fantasies on dream life. But anyway,
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I hear that a lot.
yeah.
But I'd rather project.
Yeah, I'd rather just be a
dream.
creative.
Yeah. But it is interesting to hear neurologists speak to their openness to some of these experiences that we think we're having.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Metaphysical.
Because they admit, like any other dreamer, that they don't know. They don't know what's going on.
That's great. Anything else you want to say about lucid dreams, or a particular dream you?
It would be great to learn how to harness.
Oh yeah, there is techniques for that.
Yeah, and
I read a book on that.
Did
and
you?
One of them is to look at your hand during the day, the
Okay.
palm of your hand, and
Yeah.
and you state this. You say the statement, "I am fully awake and aware in this moment." And you do that about, if you can do 10, 20 times a day. Throughout the day, look at your hand. I am fully awake and aware in this moment, and it will come into your dream, and you will have a moment of like fully awake and aware in that moment. It does work. Not that I've had it.
That's
I
wonderful.
always think of lucid dreams as gifts and how they come every now and then, but it's a gift. I've never really got into focusing on always doing it. But,
It's interesting. Like my writing teachers, they say write every morning, even if you don't want to.
yeah.
And I do that, but I don't like to do it. Much like I find transcendental meditation practice so laborious
Yeah.
sometimes, because the silence is so loud, so many ideas happening and things I want to do. But once you get over that impatience, That's really interesting. I'd like to try
Yeah.
that, because it's not dissimilar to the mantras we've been
Yeah,
taught
yeah.
in the Shambhala world.
Yeah,
You
I
know, to
find in
focus.
meditation and whatever form you use of it, what it does is it concentrates the mind and slows it down, quiets the mind, and allows you to focus. Because nowadays we have so many incredible distractions. You know, you go on your computer, and my kids used to watch CBs, or just to be on the computer and have 6 things open. This was like 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
I think, how do they do that?
Yeah.
It's like, but in meditation, I find it slows you down, it makes you focus, so that when you get into a hypercritical moment of stress or what have you, you're able to calm it down, you're able to deal with whatever's happening, you're able to focus. And that, I think that's one of the best benefits of daily meditation.
What was that mantra again? I'm in the present moment.
I am now fully conscious and fully aware in this moment. I'm now fully aware and conscious in this moment.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do that enough.
I know.
Especially on the interweb.
Yeah, and to listen, eh? Like,
Yeah.
listening is a gift.
I am now here, fully aware in this moment.
Fully aware and conscious.
Conscious.
Fully awake. Anyway, with that, I guess we could wrap it up, because we are fully aware and conscious in this moment,
Yeah.
Peirson. Thanks so much for your... we're going to play a song of yours after.
Oh, thanks
You'll
a lot.
allow it, and
Yeah.
we'll credit that at the end of this. Okay, thanks so much
Thank
for
you.
joining me today. Peirson Ross, wonderful soul. Thanks, man. Take care.
You too.
Lay me down on the blue ocean floor, where there's no one else around. You can hear that silence roar. Dream of a world you can hear, in a songs you can sing, and hold on to it, dear, and I'll see you in your dreams, and I'll see you in your dreams. With the heavy stones of love, pin me to the ground, till the spirits lift me up, till the spirits lift me up.
That was the single Dream by Peirson Ross off his CD Wild Ones. If you're interested in any of Pearson's music, you can find him on peirson.bandcamp.com. Peirson.bandcamp, B-A-N-D, camp, C-A-M-P.com. Thanks for joining us today. It was really great discussing Lucid Dreams with Peirson. And I hope to hear more incredible dreamers, and we will share them with you in the future. Have a great day, and dream on.